Oh, it's so Christmassy in here.
Hi,
don't you?
We're feeling the spirit.
This is great. To be honest, as soon as we get to November, I'm in the zone.
Good.
I'm in the zone.
Well, all the decorations are going up, aren't they,
exactly.
outside?
Yeah.
So I suddenly got, ooh.
My neighbours had a big Merry Christmas thing outside their house, and they just never took it down. So I was waiting all year. I was like, that's going to... Eventually,
amazing.
I do that though. You know, when the hour goes back, I just forget to change it. I go, it'll be back in March, won't it?
Yeah.
So, anyway, right. So I'm going to begin. I mean, firstly, just opening up with Danny Dyer singing in a taxi. I mean, what a wonderful start to a movie. But I just wanted to start with talking about the music in this film. I mean, obviously Gary Barlow, you have Chesney Lewis. I mean, when you go to see musicals, the quality of music is such an important aspect. Obviously, we've got the story here, and it's such an established, wonderful story, and you've got an incredible ensemble. But how important was it to have a really strong soundtrack and make sure that the musical side of the film really delivered?
Well, I wrote the script during lockdown, and so I had a lot of time on my hands, and so I really focused on the songs. For me, the story of A Christmas Carol, my version, is told through the songs. So I was lucky enough to work with Chesney on Bend It Like Beckham, and so Chesney was my first call, and I said, come on, I need some Beyonce vibes, Chaz, for my title song, and her and Ben Cullum, we sat in the studio, all of us, and they were like, well, what are you thinking? I said, I'm thinking this, and they play it, and I go, that's good. And Chesney's absolutely brilliant, a master of all those multi-vocals and stuff. So we had so much fun doing that. And then I met Gary Barlow for something else, and I said, look, I'm doing a Christmas film. Do you want to be involved? And I gave him the story, and Gary was like, oh, my God. I'd love to be involved. Can I write you a song? What can I do? I said, oh, let's do more than that. Come on. And I had spent a lot of time with Gary, and together, it's wonderful working with him because I would give him a brief and he got it immediately and wrote one of the best songs in the film, Pain of the Past. Wrote that in 6 minutes. Both of us sat there together. I told him what I liked and the style I liked, and he got on the piano, started playing, and that was that. So for me, the music, I love music. Always have done. And so the music, for me, there's a hip-hop song in there. There's a Bhangra, Christmas Bhangra song. And thanks to the almighty George Michael, we also have a fun spin on his Christmas song. So the idea is that this is Christmas for music, Christmas for everybody who's had the same eclectic sort of taste and background as me, as a British filmmaker.
Yeah. And I want to ask about, because I'm obviously it's not Scrooge necessarily sued in this instance, but playing this kind of character of the kind of Ebenezer Scrooge character from kind of literature. I played Scrooge in when I was 9 years old in the school play. And even at the age of 9, I remember thinking it was really hard because you've got to play someone who's really nasty to people, but you always have to keep the audience on side. And that's obviously what I did at 9 was a little bit different to what you're doing now. But how is that still the big challenge to that character? Because you have to be he has to be pretty nasty, doesn't he, to people? He says some quite reprehensible things and has some quite reprehensible views. But we always have to believe in his ability to change. Was that something a balance to get right?
I just focused on playing the truth of where that pain came from. If I started playing a caricature of a version of him, then it could have been misconstrued as pretty nasty. But I think as long as you realize it's coming from a place of pain, then the audience is on your side. But if I had played it like, hey, I'm going to, all that, then if I had some Scroogey kind of thing, then it would have obviously not worked. So I really tried to sort of really envelop the truth.
It was important when I was writing the character, and Kunal took this on beautifully, was, I wrote him initially as quite right-wing, with his views on money and, represented certain people who were in government at the time, and it was funny. I thought it was funny, some of the things he said, right? And then when you learn where he's coming from, suddenly you're not laughing. You're like, oh, okay, I get it now. So that's a very important sort of twist that I was playing with, and I thought Kunal did it very well.
Yeah, it was an incredible balance to bring in all that kind of political and sort of historical context into what is a festive Christmas musical. So fantastic work. Thank you so much, guys.
Well, I wanted to ask you, what do you remember about playing Scrooge? What
I
was
remember
the scene you
the most
remember?
embarrassing moment of my life, actually, because I had to be angry because I was like 10. I walked out and I went, and when I did that, snot came out my nose.
Oh my God.
It's still to this day the most embarrassing, because my version of being angry at that age was just to go like that, and I literally blew out my nose and snot came out.
Happened to me a lot of times on set,
Yeah,
so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so that's literally what I remember of it.
Oh, I'm sure you were great.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
so much. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!